Back in April, the FDA discouraged people from taking hydroxychloroquine. But a new study of 2,500 patients at the Henry Ford hospital system out in the Detroit area looked at hydroxychloroquine, and what they discovered is that it is significantly lowering the death rate.
So this is just one study showing that it worked. Let's talk a minute about the studies that didn't show, that showed that it didn't work. There were two studies similar to this one that showed that it didn't work, and there were two clinical trials, one in the U.S. and one in the U.K., that ended early because it showed that it didn't work.
We could show some of the results of this study, and it was pretty promising if you looked at specifically mortality. And what they found was that the people who were taking it who were receiving the hydroxychloroquine, mortality rates still high, 13%, but those without, double, 26%. Now, this, as you point out, is in pretty stark difference to just about every study that we've seen.
The frontline workers, many are taking it. I happen to be taking it. I'm taking it, hydroxychloroquine. Right now, yeah. A couple of weeks ago, I started taking it. Because I think it's good. I've heard a lot of good stories.
I found it to be highly irresponsible for the president to have come out and make that statement. And I would like to hear from the White House physician to come out tomorrow and explain to me what has changed in a week and a half or 2 weeks for the president to take this medication when all the data that has been coming out, very repetitively, has shown that there's really not a major benefit.
What effect is this going to have on the general population? What are people going to think when they see that President Trump, the president of the United States, is taking this drug despite the fact that it does not have any proven medical benefits? Will Americans then want to take it themselves? That certainly is a big question here, Jake. And again, we do know that this drug has significant side effects, including potential heart issues for people. So certainly something that could be concerning.
If you are in a risky population here and you are taking this as a preventative treatment to ward off the virus, or in a worst case scenario, you are dealing with the virus, and you are in this vulnerable population, it will kill you. I cannot stress enough. This will kill you.
One thing we do know is this medicine is not as benign as he seems to be making it seem to be, because it can cause heart arrhythmias, and those heart arrhythmias can be hard to control. And so, again, this is not a medicine that people should be taking just because they think it's going to prevent them from getting coronavirus. The best prevention right now is that social distancing, washing your hands, those boring things that we know work really well.
He's not wearing a mask, but he is taking hydroxychloroquine. It kind of sums up how he sees things. He really wants to move forward and for some sort of cure or help to be on the horizon that gives people hope and hopefully, as he would like, to move on.
Hydroxychloroquine, the unproven drug that he has been touting as a possible treatment for the coronavirus, saying would have been, what have you got to lose? And even suggesting that he'd take it himself. Again, a drug that is unproven.